Hi guys, Marion here from Be Real. Just popping on, just doing the Alan Clark official there. No, I hate when people say that. However, I am just coming on to tell you that I have a couple of places opening up for 8 and 12 week programs. Um, I have used them for weight loss, fat loss, weight management, healthy weight, fat management in the past, and it works really, really well. But it actually equally works really, really well for people with chronic illnesses, um, rather than, we'll say the nutritional therapy approach that I would have used before would be okay, you know, do up a program for a client, give it to them, and let them off on their merry little way. As anybody with a chronic illness will know, that's a hard thing to do, because when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you just don't have the energy to change everything all at once. So it works really, really well for that as well. And again, as I said, for when I'm saying weight loss as well, I'm telling you now, you're not going to be losing 2 stone in 2 months, or a stone in 2 months, or whatever the hell you want to be losing. Um, no, it's not about that. This is about putting in healthy habits. This is about doing small changes consistently and building on them. Um, like even a lot of the times I could have clients coming to me that have been dieting for years, on and off for years, and then falling off the wagon and going back to what they had been doing before that. Like, there's so much misinformation out there in the diet industry and fitness industry, and people just don't know what to be doing. So this is putting um, healthy things in place without restricting stuff. So I won't be telling you can't have chocolate, you can't have crisps, and you can't have, bread, but we'll be changing things around. I'll be telling you why you're doing what you're doing and how that's going to help you. Um, like, there's different reasons why people find it hard to lose weight. It could be hormonal imbalances, it can be emotional eating. People are restricting all week. They could be down at 1,400 calories a day, and yes, they go gung ho hell for leather all week. Meanwhile, their stress levels are gone up to the top. They hit the weekend and hit the, pardon my French, but the fuck it button, because it's unsustainable and their body is crying out for nutrients. So this is about putting getting your baseline right. So this isn't an 8 or 12 week diet in that then you'll go off this diet. This is 8 or 12 weeks to show you how this is going to become your default diet. This is going to be how you can actually happily sustain yourself for the rest of your life afterwards, and feed your family like this as well. We'll be looking after the basics is basic blood sugar balancing, um, and making sure you're digesting your foods properly, things like that. So if it's a quick fix, I'm telling you now, that isn't what it is. This is about putting things in place, telling you why you're doing what you're doing, not restricting things, but actually what you'll find is that you're gradually crowd out the foods that you had been craving all of those times, and just take the obsession away from food. So how it will work is that you ring me up and you say, "Hi, Marion, you're fantastic," and I'll say, "Yes, I am." No, you contact me any which way you want: email, phone, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and we'll talk about where you're at now, where you want to get to, whether that's achievable or not. I'll be very kind of frank about that, and we'll talk about what program would suit you, prices, and everything else. What has worked for you in the past, what hasn't. Just generally have a good chat about things. And then I will send you on a questionnaire, a really comprehensive questionnaire that pretty much looks into all of your different systems. What we will do then is you will curse me when you're filling out that form, because it goes into a lot of detail. You don't have to fill it out. We can fill it out together. But if you have it filled out beforehand, that really gives me a good insight to where you're at. And we'll have another chat then after that and arrange our first consultation. The first consultation then will be pretty much picking apart that questionnaire and really focusing in on areas that you're having problems with. We'll be going over your goals, what you want to achieve, what has stopped you in the past, mindset issues. So that first consultation will be about 90 minutes. Now, I have been known to go over, just putting that out there. So, allow yourself a good 2 hours for that first consultation. So after that, then weekly, I will get you back and we'll do 30 minutes every week. Again, going back to goal setting, going back to where you went right, more so than where you went wrong. We have enough criticisms on ourselves. What's working, what isn't working, what we're going to change next. Obviously, always trying to go for the biggest bang for the buck. And as I said, instead of restricting foods, just crowding them out so you actually just don't be thinking about them. Because, you have enough things to be thinking about. And so this isn't a diet that you are going to go on for 8 or 12 weeks and then go back to your default diet of where you are now. The whole idea of this is that this will become your default. Okay? So you're still going to be able to go out and have a mad weekend, but you'll come back to this diet again and this structure of eating again, which isn't set in stone. This is developed for you specifically with your likes, your dislikes, your time constraints, your cooking abilities, your family status. All of that is taken into consideration. So it is pretty bloody huge. And look, it works really, really well for people. It's not the quickest weight loss thing you're ever going to do. I'm telling you that now. But it is the most sustainable. And you'll come out of it with an awful lot better body image, liking yourself better and understanding yourself better. What's drawing you to eat this food rather than that food. There's a huge mindset focus to it, and I think, to be honest with you, there really, really needs to be. So that's it. I have a couple of spaces open up for that. I think I have one space only open up for the buddy coaching. So that's where I would take 2, 3 or 4 people. Now, all of these consultations, I can do them here in person in my office here in Straight, or they can be done over Zoom. Same with the buddy coaching. That's where I would work with 2, 3 or 4 people, friends that have pretty much the same goals. Okay, that can work really, really well. You know the way it is, if you're out walking with Mary every day and she's telling you what diet you're doing and you're telling her what you're doing, and all sorts of conflicting information. In this way, you'd be all on the same, not on the same plan, but on the same wavelength, because it would still be tailored to specifically yourselves, but still going for the same goals, if that makes sense. So if that's of any interest to you, hit up your friends, see if they're on for it, and look, it costs nothing to ring me for a chat. And as well, do you know something, in that conversation that we're going to have, the initial conversation that we're going to have, half the thing is knowing whether we're going to work well together or not as well. So that's it. Chat to you soon, and Mayo for Sam 2022.